Welcome, everybody, to session 20 of The Forge of Fury on Mature-Minded Gamers. First, a recap of session 19, The Black Lake. The party discovers many rooms placed long ago. The party discovers a woman who says she was trapped by a wizard below. Crosby nearly succumbs to the woman's powerful charms. The party discovers the woman is actually a demon, a succubus from the plains of hell. The party defeats the succubus and finds the ancient chambers of the ghost wizard haunting the Forge of Fury. The party descends deep into the abyss with a chain ladder. And the party is attacked by a young black dragon that lives in the lake below the ancient forge. The party defeats Nightscale, the black dragon. And this is where we are. Everybody see the map?
I need you to do a favor and shut your door.
Sure. Oops, just a minute, almost hit a cat.
We're even trying to get your attention.
I'm going to use my Warhammer.
All right.
I want to see if I can gauge how deep this water is.
Very.
Further down than the Warhammer handle goes. Huh?
Much further. In fact, Nightscale sank into the depths, and you no longer see his corpse. The good news about it being deep is that you hear the sound of water gently dripping here and there. Just a moment. I should have that sound up. But the water that's rushing in the shallower parts is not here. This is a deep, still lake.
Do we want to try to investigate Nightscale's nest here in the center? Oops.
You bet we do.
Yeah.
There is an island that you can see that is piled with stuff.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're all heading that direction.
Absolutely. I was just hoping we could wade there.
And then swim.
Now, Helene, I know you're hurting. If you want me to move your character, let me know.
Is that going to take any acrobatics?
No, moving across those rocks not in combat is not difficult. Doing so in combat is more difficult.
Okay.
That's
okay.
They're often using the arrow keys to move when you might find that convenient.
I do too.
Yeah, that sometimes helps.
All right. Looks like we got about 10 feet of water to get across there.
I feel like I could jump it.
Actually, you probably would. It would be an acrobatics check.
My acrobatics aren't too bad either.
Let's see here.
Without any problem. Azkaban jumps the water.
Okay. I'd like to investigate these piles, unless there's a story with this island.
Not much. There are some scales and so forth laying on the ground, chipped scales and so forth. It is piles of treasure. More treasure than you can possibly carry. Especially since Crosby and the rest of the party is pretty weighted down with the treasure you already have. Phelan just jumped across without any problem. Azkaban, you don't find any traps at all.
Okay.
What do I hit
now,
for just
Crosby and Dagid, who are carrying most of the gold and so forth, and you guys have quite a bit, are more weighed down than the other two.
Go as far east as you can and then
Hey,
jump.
Crosby, We probably ought to use a rope in case one of us falls in wearing this armor. I don't think we can swim too well.
Good plan. In fact, you could probably throw the rope to one of us, and we can hold on to it.
Well,
Or you could trust those two to pick up all the treasure and share it with you.
well, we're going to need to get the treasure back across.
That's also true.
Sounds
Don't you
good to
think
me.
we should go across and keep going across?
I don't know if we can get out that way. Maybe. Maybe. But it looks like there's a wall in the
Dageed,
middle
what is
of
to the
water
right
because
of
it's
you
not-
that's all black? Is that like a drop off, or could we, or do we can we walk across to what is to the right of?
It looks like the water goes straight against the wall.
I don't see anything. I see wall.
Dageed?
If you get over to the corner of that island, you might be able to see it better.
Do you see more when you stand there?
Well, I see to the right of me is wall.
Okay,
Hmm,
that's what I was
he's not
wondering.
Yeah, that's wall. It stops right there.
Do you want me to start describing the treasure?
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Able for you to carry out of there. The piles of copper and the piles of silver are just too heavy for what you guys can carry. But of the pile of gold, you guys are going to get out of there with 1,430 gold pieces, along with the following items. Okay, let me look at the party inventory we already have in there. Take a look at the party sheet. A bunch of stuff is about to get added.
Okay. And I'll identify it as it comes in, so just,
Holy moly!
yeah.
Scroll of lightning
Ooh, a
bolt.
dwarven longsword plus
Oh,
2.
these were not supposed to be identified. Oops.
I was
A
That's
gonna
okay.
vial of
I
You
red
were
liquid.
going to identify them anyway.
Yes. I'm gonna take the scroll so I can write it in my book if no one minds.
There are 2 scrolls.
Well, I'll take both of them, and they can have them back after I write them in my book.
There are 2
Really
potions
down.
that still need to be identified.
Mm-hmm. Golden mace.
I like that.
The fine shield just has a description, no stats.
Ooh, a potion of flying.
Flying. Wow.
Now the +2 on the weapons are +2 to attack and damage.
I'm gonna take one of the potions of healing because I used all mine earlier.
If nobody has any problem with it, I'd like the mace.
Did you read the description
for
on
it.
the mace? The notes?
Have not yet.
Read it out loud for us. Please.
The mace appears to be made of gold, but is not heavy or soft enough to actually be gold. The mace bears the symbols of Torm, Helm, and Lathander, along with the symbol of the Forge and Hammer.
Okay,
Oh,
now I
yeah,
now
that's
insist.
Seems like it's got your
I now
name all over
insist.
it.
It does. I insist on the
Yeah.
mace. Nobody minds?
Not at all.
I'm taking it.
Oh my.
That's mine.
Now, I am unidentifying the Elvish bow because there are Elvish runes on the bow.
I think I'm gonna take the bow if no one minds.
The bow?
Can't I use a bow?
What?
Not
Why would we not give the bow to the rogue?
Well, go ahead.
That's her thing.
I got a ring, so I'm happy. I got good stuff already. So
This is what it says on the bow. Can anyone read? Oh, there are 2 people that can read it.
Yeah, I can read that. A gift to the Princess of Kandahar
Kandahar.
for services against the Orcish hordes.
The bow is obviously of Elvish make. which means it's smaller than a longbow, but acts as a longbow.
Oh, perfect for a rogue.
I would like to take
Sure.
that shield if no one
Uh,
minds.
No,
Yeah, the
I-
shield is the big question as to who is going to take
The
that.
Princess of Kandahar.
Who wears scale mail, and is it better than what they have?
That scale mail has been there for a long time. That's
Oh,
not
that's
something
what he
we found
switched
here.
out when he got better scale mail. That's right.
Right, right. So you guys should grab whatever you're going to take.
Daggy, are you cool with me taking the shield?
Yeah. Yeah. Take the shield. I could use the shield now that I'm using a one-handed weapon, but I can pick up a shield anywhere.
Well, you
Right.
want my old one?
Oh.
I
Yeah,
just,
if you got an old shield, I'll take that.
yeah, I popped it in the party sheet.
Thank you.
Right. The other cat wants out the back door.
Jeez, I'll be right back while you guys split out the weapons, split out the treasures.
They rule this.
I
house.
put
It's
that
terrible.
shield back in there, Crosby. I went to put on the shield and realized, hey, I've already got one.
Oh, you got one. Nice.
Yeah.
It's only worth 10 gold. I say
Who
we
wants
just.
a potion of healing? Does everybody have
Who's-
one? I don't have a potion of healing.
Yeah,
You don't have one, take one. I've
yeah.
got
I took
two.
one already, so go ahead.
Yeah, I have 2 as well. I mean, I don't really want the longsword because I have that one pretty awesome shatter spike, you know?
Shatter Spike is a +1 weapon that
Yeah.
has a special ability against objects that are solid objects. There's no reason why you can't have 2 weapons. You're not ambidextrous, so you're not going to be using 2, but there's no problem with you having one strapped to your back and one at your side.
Guess that's
It's
true.
up to you.
Take it if I were you.
I guess it would be.
The Dwarven Longsword would be better in battle than Shatter Spike.
It's true.
But if you're trying to break something solid, Shatter Spike is
Perfect. Yeah.
the way to go. It automatically gets advantage against inanimate objects.
Dwight, we will have to mess with these items. They're
Well, I
damaging
did
such.
not take anything, so I'm going to go ahead and take the potion of flying if no one minds.
Why do we need to mess with the Malden?
Because my +2 mace is not showing up as a +2 mace under my actions. It says Golden Mace +2, but it has the exact same to hit as my Warhammer does,
I see.
and it doesn't do extra damage.
Oh,
I feel like my potion of healing disappeared. It's not on the party sheet, but yet I don't see it in my inventory.
did someone else take it?
My longsword looks good for damage and everything.
Like when I went to put it into my party, it says party Azkaban and then it's colon and then blank in the chat window.
I see that.
Yeah, I just have
Now
the
I
one
don't see
took,
it
so-
in either place.
Why are there asterisks around that weapon?
I don't know.
We'll have to mess with that. I'm putting the advantages in there and they're not going in, and I'm not sure why. We'll figure that out later.
Okay.
Dwight, the potion of healing is missing all of a sudden. It's just like it disappeared.
Let me look and see if somebody took it.
From Phelan.
I tried to take it, but then it
I'm
didn't
sorry, from
appear in my
Azkaban.
inventory. And I don't know if I dropped it on something else and it just kind of disappeared.
Okay. So who has the extra potion of healing?
Well, there were 2, and I took one, and I can put it back so she can have it. But
Nope,
there
don't do
was
that.
another one that was there.
Just a moment.
May have dropped into the abyss and just disappeared.
Now Azkaban has it.
Thank you. Oh, I see it now.
Cool. There is a potion of flying left.
I was the one that just asked.
I
If,
think-
since I didn't take anything else, I was going to take that.
Fine with me.
Thank you. I can always pass it back to somebody else if they need to use it.
The rest of the treasure, it's kind of a shame. However, it's also kind of nice that you're leaving a pile of treasure here for whoever may come after you. But this is as much as you can carry.
Sure. Well, let somebody who didn't earn it have some.
Like some orcs.
Well, we got quite a bit of gold already, even before we got here, so this is a
Yes,
good
you
deal.
do.
Time to go sell and get some goodies, but we got to get out of here first. Wonder what the quickest way out is. Back up
It's
the
well-
road.
Okay, guys,
James,
are you
you
coming
could-
over onto the island? Or no?
Probably ought to go back the way we came.
I was thinking back the way we came. Does it look like there's
Okay.
anything over there?
I felt like there was something
Look-
across the way.
I guess
But-
as a dungeon master, what I'm going to ask, because we could spend an hour and a half slowly stepping you guys out of this place.
Yeah.
But since you know the path and you know a safe path that's basically been killed by you, I can go ahead and advance the game until you guys are at the outside. It depends on if you're going back the safe path. I do want to ask if you're talking to the Duragar before you leave.
Well,
Or
I
if
was.
you're just going to let them sit.
I thought we were discussing with Phelan whether we're going to check the other side of the lake.
There is that.
Oh, Phelan, I see a wall there. So
I
don't
keep
see
saying
those guys.
Phelan. I'm sorry.
You mean
As
Azkaban.
Commander too. I keep getting the two of you, but all you girl humanoids look
You
alike.
can't, right. Those tall elves and short halflings all look
Yeah,
the
they
same
just
to
look
me.
the same.
All I know is you're female and you're not half orcs, so you're all the same.
You're all the same. Alden, that
Sorry
was
about
my
that.
dwarf in
Oh, dear.
my dwarf in Descent into Avernus was saying all you humans look the same to me.
Yep.
He said the
Azkaban,
same
it looks
thing
like
last
if we
week.
try to use the other side of the lake, there's nothing but wall, and we'd have to swim our way back, which I wouldn't recommend.
Okay. I didn't know if it was all wall or if it was just hidden from sight. So I just didn't want to miss something if there was over there. But I am
Right.
fine going back the way that we came
Now,
from.
do we have to roll our ability again to get across, or
Not if those guys have ropes and are going to help bring you across.
okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they're bringing the treasure. We'll help them.
Oh, yeah, we definitely are going to help them.
And I'm perfectly fine with you escorting us to the exit too. I
Yeah.
don't need
Even
to talk
across
to
the
anybody.
bridge or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, if
whatever.
that's what we're doing, I'm for that too. Shortcut out.
At least get us to the top of the
It is
hole.
about 3. You can tell by the glow on the horizon that it is close to dawn. It is very, very late at night, but it is getting. It's actually early morning, and it's close to dawn. When you
Quick
get to the
question, guys.
surface.
Did we stop and
stars are
talk to the
glittering.
Duragar on the way out?
Uh,
We said we would.
We
I
can.
think we should.
yeah, I don't see why not. There's plenty more if they want to go down and get it.
You're going to show them what you picked up.
No.
Wait a minute.
No.
No, no, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to tell them about the piles of treasure on the little island either, but we are telling them we're leaving. Right, guys?
Couldn't find anything of interest. We're gonna go.
Now, if you remember, there was a long ridge that you guys went up the side of the mountain
Oh yeah.
with
They
little
had arrow
posts.
things. Yeah.
It's very early in the morning. As you look down the long ridge, it looks like there is a party with a watch at the bottom of that ridge.
Kind of party. What kind of creatures?
Too far away for you to tell, but there's a couple of lights and obviously a person or two standing. It looks like it's a party of 20 or more.
Wow. No other path to take, huh?
It is sort of the way down.
Is that what the smoke is on the map?
No. Ignore the
Okay.
smoke on the map. That doesn't exist. Dwight deleted that, but now he has the map up where I didn't delete it.
Got it.
Oh well.
There was another entrance into the Forge of Fury that I didn't like, so I took it out.
So at the entrance where there were like the arrow holes in the wall,
Where you see,
that where we're coming out? Not hearing you.
I'm sorry, where you see the party is down here. Yes, where the
Yeah.
arrow slits in the wall where you came out, the main entrance.
Okay.
But down the ridge, which is your only path, there's a group down.
Hey, Azkaban, want to sneak down there before the sun comes up, see what the heck's going on?
Sure. I do want to
Roll your stealth.
stealth first.
Need to close this other map.
You sneak right down amongst them. It's a group of about 22 men and one half-orc who you recognize.
Oh, the guy from the.
It's
Block.
Grendar Clun, the magistrate of Blasingdale, and about 21 lads with him. All of them fairly well outfitted. Some have chainmail, swords, shields.
They were friendly to us, right?
You're okay, yeah. I don't know if that's a problem or not. 20 of them, wow.
Do you guys remember when you left Blasingdale?
Oh
You
yeah,
know, I
remember
should-
the
I should look it
dwarves?
up.
The dwarves were all following us and stuff.
Rundar said he was going to get a group of lads together to take out the Orkhold.
Oh,
And you guys decided to go ahead of them.
I see. So they're there to take out the orcs. Which we got a lot of.
What do you want to do?
Well, I
So
was
far,
waiting
it's
for
just Azkaban.
right.
Let her listen and see what they have to
So-
say.
Well, most of them are asleep. There are two awake that are just sort of watching, but they have not noticed Azkaban. They are watching mostly in your direction, though.
So do we
Um,
think that they're going to attack us?
I doubt it. Not sure we could
Do we
take
think
on
that they
20
know
men.
us? Do they remember us?
Probably. They were going to follow behind us.
It's been 5 or 6 days since you left, probably. It's up to you. It's whatever you think.
I
I
don't know.
don't care. We can.
Yeah, up to you
Like-
guys.
What are our options? Walk up to them?
The only way
just
down
trying to
is the
pass
path
them?
that leads right to where their camp is.
Well, we might as
Okay.
well go to the path.
And that's where we're headed then.
So you're
Right.
going to come back and let us know?
Yes.
Cool. All right. I
Move
think,
us all down to the beginning of the path there, babe.
yeah, I think we should do it. I don't think we have much of another choice.
There's no other way down.
Singing all the way. Hi ho, hi ho.
The guards alert the half-orc who was asleep. When they see you coming down, there's no way the four of you are going to be able to hide. He
Right.
jumps.
By
I
the
missed it.
gods, it's lucky I found you. Do not go back to Blasingdale. We are nearly besieged by dwarves. 3 camps of them. Hundreds of them. I suspect there will be thousands soon. The ridge to Stonetooth is far too obvious. They will likely be here by midday, and if they find you, I doubt you will survive. They are practically at war with one another already. When they heard there was a party of adventurers in the area searching for Grundakar, they swarmed here. Some want to hold you captive and take whatever you might have found. The most peaceful want to sell you to the highest bidder, and the largest group wants you dead, as no non-dwarf should know Thundercar's location.
Well, here's an idea. Instead of going
Is
to
the dwarf coming
Blazingdale,
across?
why don't we go to one of the other towns and see if we can get a ship back?
I have closed Blazingdale's gates, and I told them we did not know where you went, and that we were just hunting orcs in the area. But that won't hold them long. I originally intended to take this group inside, to clear out the orc hole, but now if I do so, I might be in the same boat as you. My advice is to make your way southwest to Luskan, and do so quietly. You are being hunted right now, by large groups that mean you harm. I fear that may be true all along the Sword Coast in a few days' time.
Where did we leave our horses?
Your horses are camped near where your horses are. That's why they camped there.
Got it.
Your horses are still there.
Well, I suggest we take his advice and just take the road and not stop at Blazingdale.
Did he say the road? I thought he just said head south.
Yeah.
Okay.
He told you
Head
to
south,
head.
yeah, not
He
back
said
to
told you to head
Blasingdale.
southwest, not the road to the southeast heads to Blasingdale.
Right. Don't take the road.
All right.
The path goes
I'll take
west,
it as
though.
advice.
It becomes morning.
Okay.
Party is slowly going to make its way toward Luskan. Just a moment.
It's hard to see where we're going on this map.
I think you might have your east and west mixed up, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That's what it'll
Possibly.
be. Okay, there we go. That's better.
Oh, I like our little party icon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So as you make your way toward Luskan, it takes you a full day's travel to get there. You do occasionally see dwarves, little search parties in the distance looking all over the lands, but you guys are able to avoid them.
Excellent.
As you approach Luskan, there's a tall pirate and a band of mates standing there at the gates watching you come in.
Do we recognize him?
Roll perception. All of you. Dagid does.
I'm glad someone did.
Oh, sorry. I clicked on nature. My bad.
I remember
He walks
that
up.
guy.
He walks up and he tosses something at Crosby. He says, "Quick, put that on." You open your hand and you notice it's an eye patch.
All right, I'm gonna put it on.
Pretty soon they're handing you guys all kinds of stuff. Swarthy seafaring clothes, weird hats, all kinds of stuff that they're telling you guys, put this stuff on.
If you guys don't recognize him, that the pirates, he's the first mate from the Reliant we were on.
Okay.
The pirate laughs. Tolan I am. Well, this week anyway. I'm the one that brought you to Luskan weeks ago. Durnan himself and old Mountain Grip sent us to try and save you if we could. Mountain Grip sent a message I have for you too, but put these on first. The
Are these
pirate
the
hands
ones
the
where
party.
like the fake pirates?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
they're also merchant shipmen. They were once a warship. The pirate
Okay.
hands the party a
Coming back.
large collection of seafaring clothing, mostly old and rather dirty, along with scarves and old, rather junky-looking cutlasses, sashes, various hats, to make the party look like old seafarers of ill repute. Tolan hands the party a letter,
Arrgh.
and this is what the letter reads. Alas, my friends, I fear someone found you out. Some dwarf discovered your quest and spread word high and low as to what you were doing in the north near Blasingdale. I hope you will forgive me, but I used your reward to hire this ship to come to Luskan and save you if they can. Durnan says do not return to Winterfell yet. By the time you get here, others will be here, and I will not be. I am traveling myself to try and stop the dwarves from warring upon one another. The ship Resolute will try and take you to safety. They tell me they know the perfect spot, and they will hide you and return for you once things have calmed down. Best of luck to you in your travels. Norhuck Mountain Grip.
Okay. I guess we hop on the ship.
So the pirates take you to their ship, which isn't named the Resolute, it's named the Vengeance.
Well, yes, there's 3 names above it crossed out. One of them is Resolute.
And the ship fairly quickly sets sail out into the ocean, and it doesn't seem to be following the coast. It seems to be heading out to sea.
Oh, we're heading west.
The pirates aboard are singing and chanting and playing music, and everybody's dancing and encouraging you to dance along as they leave Luskan.
I pull out my little accordion and join them.
They head on out to sea. You guys, we're going to have to take a 5-minute break. I need to save all of your characters off, and I need to load the next campaign.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Are
good.
we logging out
Guys,
in and coming back?
Yeah, you're going to have to log out of the game,
Okay.
and we'll be logging back into the new one. I'm going to
Alright.
save these characters off. Stand by.
All right. Some of them left already.
I thought we were supposed to leave. Sorry. Do I need to log back in?
No, you're fine.
Oh.
It's good? Okay, so we can leave now.
There we go. Download Azkaban. Here we go.
And then bring it back up again. Give you some time to load it. Tell us when to join.
It will be 5 minutes.
Okay. I'll go back to sleep for 5 minutes.
It might not be quite that long.
Oh, great, dear. They're chasing each other in and out the back door.
What is this?
Or cats. They like to chase each other in and out the back door and stand guard at the door and whack them when they try to come in.
To keep the other one from coming back in. Yeah,
It's a
a whole
game.
thing. It's a whole thing. All right, bringing up the new campaign.
Something
I
they
thought about trying. It would have been too bulky for me to do all of these campaigns in a single instance, so they're all separate. Because each one is, you'll notice that Sunless Citadel was pretty big. Forge of Fury was even bigger. All right. Let me import the characters. Here we go. Whoa.
Did we join yet?
No, they're all here.
Oh.
Everyone can log in and tell me if your characters look correct. If not, I can they acted like they were already here.
Okay. Mine just says acquire and file list, so. Babe, I'm not hearing you quite a bit of the time.
My computer's busy while you're logging in.
Oh, okay.
Check Azkaban. If Azkaban has that bow, then oh, we're good. Azkaban has the longbow. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, the only thing that's missing is the gold and the items you had in the party inventory, which I will move over between sessions. So don't worry, all of those items are coming back. You can't spend them where you're going yet anyway. So Helene, you're in. Does the board look very, very different? Are you guys hearing me?
I can hear you, yeah.
I can hear you.
I'm just not in yet.
Okay. The only thing that's missing is the party inventory, which I will bring over between sessions. You're not going to be spending it right now anyway.
It's kind of a cool overlay. I don't think I'm a huge fan of the buttons, but I like the rest of it.
It's different.
Is everybody into the campaign already?
I'm in.
Almost missing Jillian. Do you know Jillian?
Yeah.
Are you downloading files, Jill?
Well, it said acquiring file list and then just kind of
Oh, it says it just said she disconnected.
I know. I canceled it because it wasn't doing anything. It just quit.
I have had that happen before.
Maybe I need to try again.
Yeah, give it another shot.
And we have new music.
There, yeah, that worked better.
Yeah, I hear
Very
that.
calm and relaxing music. I like it.
Yeah, I like
I know.
it
I
too.
thought the kids were doing something.
Does anyone know how we got our dice a certain color? I'd like to be able to flip.
Far right hand
Little
corner,
palette.
up in the upper right hand corner, the little thing that says palette. Yeah, it probably put your dice back to black, so you might want to change that to where you want your dice to be.
Oh, ooh.
I can't get.
There you go. Looks like Azkaban is here.
Yeah, I just had to restart it again.
Let me know when everybody's in and good. Oh, let me put everybody in the combat.
Where's the dice tower?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that is missing.
There we go.
Little things I haven't set up.
Good catch.
Did you find it? I can't find my dice tower.
It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while for me to set up the dice tower. Stand by.
Oh, no problem. I just thought it was
I
me.
also need to set it so that players. I need to turn GM rolls on. Oh, the dice tower is weird looking. The dice tower is very different.
See it?
You
What's
see
that
it?
little piece of parchment?
Yes, it's a little piece of parchment with a piece of a tower on it.
Oh, I need to move
There it is. Yep,
That's
right
funny.
click it, and unlock it so you can move it. This is a new theme, Fantasy Grounds theme that I thought I would just try for a while. If we don't like it, we can always go back to the other one. You'll notice the faces are different on the whether you're friendly or neutral or enemy. At least the down arrow is a nice gold thing. It's very easy to see on the combat tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Nagid needs to heal himself.
You're a little hurt. However, you will have spent an evening, more than one evening, on the ship.
In that case, I'm
So
writing
there's a long rest.
everything in my wizard's book down. That sounds
And you can
supposed.
do that. You can do that too. We'll do that between sessions. You probably won't need it much. I know that the spells are in your book.
Right.
Let me know when everybody's in and collected.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I think I am too.
The captain tells you, I know just the place to hide you. It's not easy to find. There's an island called Fire Island. It's a volcano that is no longer active. But it's an island where I know I can hide you. I was hired to bring somebody to this island. In fact, we're having to go there already to pick this guy up. Just do yourselves a favor and stay with the charade that you're part of the crew and so forth, and we'll get you off on that island. And when things calm down on the Sword Coast, we'll return to pick you up. It takes 2 or 3 days before you guys finally see in the distance an island.
Ah.
The ship comes in where you see me pointing. And sure enough, on the beach, there is a little tiny fellow with a weird hat. He has lots of scrolls and ink and quills and all kinds of papers and so forth, and he's sitting there at a campfire on the beach. And he gets up and starts gathering all of his stuff when he sees the ship approaching. He's obviously a gnome.
Oh. I know a gnome.
I'm so happy to see you here. I'm so glad that you've returned.
The captain welcomes him aboard. The gnome seems very excited.
I found it. I found it at last. He says I have to get back to the academy to share what I found. He says, I will pay you handsomely not to tell anyone where this island is.
He hands the captain out of his pack a slightly dusty but very large emerald and just hands it to the captain. The captain says, I assure you, we will bring no one here. We will tell no one of this place. When the gnome turns his back, he looks over and winks at you.
Winks at us.
Yes.
captain or
He
the
looks
gnome?
over at your party and says, the captain winks at you.
Oh, okay.
The
Oh,
gnome
not
is
the
busy.
gnome. Not the gnome, the captain. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
The
let's
gnome
confuse.
is the gnome is heading downstairs, down below decks to store all of his stuff. And the captain says, "Well, we need to check out the ship before we go. Why don't you guys come on down?" And he lowers a rope ladder for his crew, the four of you, to come down and check out the hull and make sure everything's good for sailing away.
Make sure we have all our stuff, guys. I feel like we're not climbing back up this ladder.
Really?
And that is exactly correct. Just a moment. I have a hard time seeing some of the. Oh, I didn't bring the. I didn't bring that asset over.
What?
We're not hearing
Just-
about every third word.
Sorry about that. I'm busy trying to do something. Take me just a moment. Sorry. Take a breather. There we go.
I wonder what he found and where.
There. Now I can put the part. The captain motions you to head off into the woods over there while he climbs back up and the rest of his crew pull up the ladder. He looks at you and says, "I will return. Meet me here on this beach. I won't be back for at least a week or two." He says, "But hang out on this beach." He says, "And I will be returning to pick you up when things calm down."
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm going to mark
You
the
guys
beach.
are on a beach on Fire Island.
I would like to know what that
And
had found.
you do notice, hang on, everybody roll perception.
It's weird using that tower.
Everybody, except for Crosby, who didn't roll,
I lost my hotkey.
notices there are traps. You lost your hotkey.
I lost my hotkey, so I had to actually
Notice
manually find it
tracks.
again.
Notice Crosby doesn't see a thing, but notices tracks heading in the woods. Phelan actually recognized them as small humanoid feet. And it looks like the tracks have been off in the woods, heading in this direction.
So is humanoid
Probably-
the same as the gnome?
Probably.
Oh, humanoid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Small
Right.
humanoid, yeah.
Small humanoid footprints.
All right.
Heading
Then we
in that-
have a path.
Let's follow them. I
As you travel
mentioned
along,
it. I'm going to mark the beach so we know where to come back to.
Good
that's
idea.
a great.
Little
As
stack of
you
rocks.
travel, you start to notice strange, little tiny, ridge-like hills and valleys. You're traveling down the length of a valley that isn't any more than 30 or 40 feet wide.
Does it look natural?
Roll perception. Roll investigation.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I have good investigation.
So do I. I have a +6 on investigation, so.
Looks perfectly natural to Phelan and Dagid.
Yeah, it's perfectly natural.
It's perfectly normal. Anyone
crap.
else can roll. You're going to be
Anybody else
traveling
can roll?
along these little ridges. Anybody else can roll it because you're going to be traveling a while, so there'll be time for anybody to investigate. Azkaban, you notice that there are stacked stones. Those aren't hills. Those aren't little ridges. Those used to be walls
Okay.
But underneath the hedges and vines, there are obviously stones, no mortar, but stones stacked in such a way as if they were carved to fit one another.
Did you put the
These aren't ridges
arrow
and valleys.
where you're talking about?
Where you're standing,
Right in front of us?
headed more or less in this direction.
Okay.
There are the rid you after a while you are walking through what used to be the just low remains of some ancient city.
Huh. City full of treasure, maybe.
As you travel further up at the top of a hill, the ridge ahead of you, you notice that there is a flat spot up there, and there are some kind of stones, very intricately carved stones. It looks like it might be the foundation of some large building that used to be on top.
Can we read anything on the stones?
They're still a mile or more away,
Yeah.
but you
Where
can
do we
see
go
them
to
in
get
Oh, okay.
you can see them in the distance. And the ground at your feet starts looking a little bit less like greenery and more like the ruins and remains of old paved flagstones. As if this was some kind of a paved road long ago.
I'd like to follow up, but I'm not quite sure where.
Let's get up to those intricately carved stones and take a look.
Yeah.
Suddenly the earth shudders and gapes open beneath your feet, and you're falling amid the roar of collapsing masonry. Dust fills the air and sunlight disappears as the darkness swallows you. You fall or slide longer than you would have expected. And when you slide into the bottom and the earth and rocks pile up behind you, you realize you are quite deep underground.
Trapped in there?
Did I mention we should have checked for traps?
Did we injure ourselves when we fell?
No, however, it was really startling. Stand by. Let me get set up here. Names are messed up. That's weird. I have Crosby looking like Dagid. Just a minute. Check your characters.
Yeah, mine looks good to me.
Oh, you know what? I've got two pictures on my character sheet. The one on the left is me. The one on the right is Crosby.
Mine's good.
That's funny.
Drag it over and it'll fix it.
Yeah,
okay.
drag it over.
Yep, that fixed it.
That's better. See, I'm still.
That's weird.
That's weird. There we go. I fixed. I'm looking at the combat tracker.
Huh? We fell right there.
There, fixed. It had a little bit of a cross there. Make sure your weapons and everything are the same. Okay, can you guys see?
Yes.
I can, but then I can see it.
You were in a long, narrow chamber running. This says east and west, but this isn't east and
north
west.
and south.
This is north and south. The center of this apartment is a domed shape on the floor. In the east wall is a blank-faced stone. East wall? I don't know. Whoever did this didn't. Okay, you don't know what.
Right.
You have no idea what direction you're facing. At the west end of the room is blocked by fallen stone and rubble, apparently the result of a collapse that you just came down. The two side walls appear to have several niches cut into them.
Those doorways? No,
The
they just
rubble
look-
behind you is completely full. There is no way out the way you came in.
Great.
Perfect.
It
I'd
is
like to take
extremely dark.
somebody need to pull out a lantern or a torch or
I have my lantern and my everlasting light.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't we have a
That's
special?
true, you do. However, it isn't shining as far as you would expect it to. It's as if it's hazy in here.
strange.
Can I do a
Can I-
perception check? Do I notice any smell or anything?
Yes, do a perception check.
Easy.
There is an odd, stale smell. Something weird. It's almost like spices or something. There's some. It isn't. It smells rancid, though. It smells horrible.
I'm going to come up here and check out this first niche.
Yeah, I
Kinda
was
like
gonna do the
sulfur?
same thing. I'll come over here and
A little bit, yes. Hang on. A lot of people moving. I have to look up a couple of things. Sorry. I'm not complaining. All right, you're checking out the niches. The three niches on both the north and southern walls are 5 feet wide and about 3 feet off the floor. Each niche contains a diorama depicting some aspect of tribal life. The 6-inch tall figures in all of the displays appear to be made of stucco. Realistically and brightly painted, the scenes portrayed represent fishing, farming, religion, warfare, the creation story, and crafting.
are these people that are in the diorama?
This is an example.
Oh, okay. Okay. Huh.
The shape in the center of the chamber appears to be a small alcove protected by a half dome, with the open end facing toward the door on the east wall. The alcove is set with a recessed, shallow, tiled well, 1 foot deep and 10 feet wide. The alcove itself is 4 feet high. The recess contains some sort of display.
Somewhat display?
The display appears to be a diorama depicting a hunting party of Olman warriors. Now that you're going to hear this name occasionally, Olman. The feathers and deer hide garments in a mountainside scene. Some have pulled down a stag with the aid of a dog. Another group is cleaning a small mule deer, and others have cornered a panther with their spears. A scout watches the panther from an outcropping above. He holds a metal staff with a loop at its end. It looks like a shepherd's crook.
Can I check for any kind of writing or
You do see writing.
runes or
You have no idea what it says.
it says?
You do see some kind of writing. It's some kind of archaic writing.
Okay.
It's above the door.
Do any of these alcoves look like they've been like tampered with?
No, they look pristine. Phelan,
Yeah.
check your scrolls that you wrote into your book.
All right.
The door is carved with a sun symbol and appears to open into the room. There are hinges on this side and scratches on the floor. There is no visible lock or handle on it. Although there is a slight gap that stretches across the top of the door, 8 holes seem to have been bored into the door. They're about 1 inch in diameter, but nothing can be seen in them. The door seems to be fairly thick. The lintel is arched with a keystone at the top.
That's inside this little diorama.
No, talking about the door straight to the top of you. By the way, I figured it
Oh.
out. North is not up on this map.
Okay, where's north?
You
North
don't
is to the
know.
west.
After sliding down the cave, you have no idea.
Got it. Can
How
I
many
make
holes?
myself?
Now, Alden, you wanted to look at that niche? All right, hang on just a moment. Let me. I have to bring something up. Stand by. Sorry.
To the party, this door that doesn't have a visible lock or a visible handle on it.
I have a spell that can open.
Lost your audio.
Do you think?
I have a scroll of knock, but it's written in my book, which means I should be able to use it.
Let's finish the question.
Sorry.
Bill, you cut out when you were talking about the door.
Yeah.
Not hearing ya. Sorry about that. I should have muted myself.
I heard that.
Oh,
There you go.
sorry. So I feel like didn't the little guy, the picture of the little guy with the kind of looked like a key.
I kind of did.
Oh, I closed that
Maybe
picture.
the little
Roll investigation.
Everyone or just her?
Just Azkaban. It is a key.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, just a minute. Dagid was looking at the diorama. In the display depicts the creation of the world. All the statues are stylized and obviously non-human. The figures can be removed, but they don't animate. A god adorned in green quetzal feathers, a mixing of ashes and blood that form the scriptures of a man and a woman, while four towering figures painted red, black, blue, and white are standing about a fire, committing suicide with their daggers. Two smaller figures are ringed by the four. Modest, pimply one is being consumed by the fire, while the braggart, the Lord of Snails, cowers in fear.
I gotta read that again.
What a happy little diorama.
Doors carved with the sun symbol appears to open.
Seems like some sort of a religious ceremony, right?
Yes, it looks like a creation story.
Would my religion give me any insight as to what is going on?
Roll your religion. None at all.
Can I also roll, or is it two?
You would have to roll history.
All right, or Arcania history.
Probably not Arcania. It would have to be history.
Okay, well, history's fine.
Because you don't have religion. The word Ulman. There was once a story you heard long ago, but you don't remember much of it, about a strange tribe of people called the Ulman that lived long ago on an island. It's been lost to the depths of time.
So that key should open the door that appears to be to the north of us. Is that my assumption, or is that what you guys are getting?
That's what we think.
Yeah.
Does Azkaban have it?
Nobody's touched any of the dioramas yet.
Well, instead of move, I think move back, Dwight.
So I'm sorry, you're going to move back?
I'm going to take that move back. I'm not going to make that move. I am going to.
I take it back. No take backsies.
You said the little dolls were movable.
Yes, they're just standing there.
I'm going to take them and arrange them slightly differently.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Is the door in the
Gonna
diorama?
check.
I'll put them back the way I originally found them. I just wanted to see what happened when I moved them.
Sorry, hang on. I did something. The game is still bugging in certain ways. I just lost the map. Yeah, got the map back. Okay.
Daggett, I envision like Indiana Jones, like you're
Ah!
holding it in like your bag of sand. Like, swap.
See, I was imagining the half-orc like with the like little Barbie dolls and walk them along. La la la. la.
Phelan,
Yeah, what
Phelan,
am I
you are
looking at?
you're next to a different one.
Yeah.
The display portrays a temple upon a tiered pyramid. 7 commoners are bringing small offerings of gold and jade. Before the temple stands a cultist, handling a constrictor snake. Around him stand 3 costumed tribal warriors. One dressed as a serpent holds a spear, another is dressed as a bear with razor claws, and a third represents a coyote holding a torch.
Coyote holding a torch.
There are little bits of gold and jade that they're
Can I pick them up?
the gold and jade.
I just want to look at them.
Yes, roll your dexterity.
Oh, that's on my main sheet, huh?
Yes,
Let me
just
get
take
back.
dexterity, drag it down into the dice tower. You successfully pick up 5 gold pieces worth of gold
Wow.
and jade. I'll just add it to the party inventory. That's 5 gold pieces. I'll know that one.
Is there anything else of interest on this one?
Depends on what you want to do. You didn't
what else
touch
is
any of
in
the
the-
figurines. You just picked up little gold flecks.
Okay. And there was. Who are they feeding to the?
They were bringing the gold to some kind of cult leader, some kind of shaman or boss man, who's
Okay,
holding a constrictor snake, a little tiny snake.
Can I pick him up?
Yes, you can.
Is that a mistake?
The whole
Whoops.
party is thrown back against the wall
Sorry about that, guys.
as the little things expand.
Oh dear.
Nice.
I don't see anything.
I'm working on it.
Oh. Holy moly.
The constrictor snake is huge. What you're looking at
Oh
are
my
obviously
goodness.
constructs. However, they are all starting to move towards you. Roll initiative.
I was going to read a scroll of protection of the poison protection, but it's not.
Stand by. I need to.
Nice roll, Azkaban.
Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you.
when I-
You can always postpone your turn for later if you don't want to go first.
There's a couple little things I need to do. So little things that I forgot.
Lately, I've been rolling such crappy initiative. Okay, if everybody else can stand back,
I have to roll.
fireball
I have
these
to
guys.
roll. I have to roll the creature's initiative.
Okay.
That's better. Okay. I rolled it, and they were all rolling identical initiatives. Azkaban, it's your move. They look like they're going to attack.
If you guys don't get too close, I will fireball them.
Okay.
Are you trying to say something else, Kabin?
No, I was looking.
Okay.
I thought I had some potions, so I was just kind of looking through my potions really quickly to see what all I had. Oh my goodness. Can I shoot over their head at this constrictor snake?
Yes, you can. The
Instead of
snake
this-
is quite large, and part of it is like its head is sticking up above them, turning toward the group. Yes, you can attack the snake directly. It's bigger, you'll notice, than everybody else.
Yeah.
Can I get sneak attack since it hasn't moved? Since it hasn't
You can
been
get
in combat
a sneak
yet.
attack, and you can get assassinate. It has not moved.
Right.
Right. So if we look at your building, your skill, starting 3rd level, you're the deadliest when you get the drop on your enemies. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet. In addition, any hit you scored on the creature is critical. So you have to give yourself advantage.
I think it does that for her, doesn't it?
You
It
don't.
did it
You won't
automatically.
get sneak. Okay, you won't get sneak attack, but you will get assassinate.
Okay.
Because you're not hidden.
Okay.
And it's not next to another player. Okay, you can roll your attack. That is a hit, which is automatically going to be a crit. We're going to go ahead and let you roll it, and if it doesn't put the crit in there, we will. Max damage. Look at that.
Wow.
22. Nice. It's gonna do 22 damage.
Awesome.
Nice hit.
It's going to take out. Just a moment.
Done as Azkaban.
Awesome.
The snake went down and.
The snake went down in what?
One move.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one moves down to here and attacks cross.
To come back.
But miss.
Well, these are basically little people, right?
They're almost full size. This one goes after Phelan.
Can I use shield?
Hits. You can cast shield. So the shield will give you +2. It still hits you.
Okay.
Four points of damage. This one comes to here and also attacks. Misses. Daggy.
Spiritual weapon. Hang on, I gotta look at the range real quick. I'm gonna act like I'm moving there, but that's telling you where I'm gonna hit. So don't move me. I'm gonna put a spiritual weapon right there.
Excellent. I'm going to have to put a marker there for now because didn't bring those assets.
It's okay. And I am going to target, what is that, commoner? No, I'm going to attack Tribal Warrior 1.
Okay, stand.
I'll stand by. I'm just going to do the targeting. I won't roll for attack yet.
Spiritual weapon.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead and target that and attack with the spiritual weapon.
Let me find it really quick. It's the spiritual weapon attack, of course.
Hit.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice.
Takes down the tribal
Whoa.
warrior.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Hey, this is a good start.
I would say so.
Attacks Phelan. Misses.
Unfortunately, they're
Gets to
all
here, but
spreading
that's as far as it gets. Crosby.
All right, I want to move up right here.
That will not cause an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to attack this one here in front of me with my sweet new double-handed axe, or sword, I mean.
Excellent. It hit.
Okay, it
Even
hit.
that lousy roll hit.
Right. So since I hit, I want to use sweeping attack, one of my fighting superiority dice. So when you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to damage another creature with the same attack. Choose another creature within 5 feet of the original. So I'm going to choose this one here in front of Phelan too.
Okay.
Okay.
And I just roll damage for both now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You have them both targeted. Let's make sure the damage hits them both. Both of them.
Whew.
I like to pretend like I just took both their
Wow.
heads off for one
Nice.
sweep.
Yes. You did. You took both of their heads off. They seem kind of dusty when their heads came off. There's no blood.
Yeah.
I have a question. Did Sirenscape just cut out for you guys?
I think so.
No, I heard some screaming.
No.
Okay.
Proud Celery, it says disconnected on Sirenscape, but if she's hearing, if she heard that screaming.
Sirenscape must have crashed on me. I've relaunched it. It's fine.
It now shows Alden logging back into Sirenscape. All right, is that your move, Crosby?
Yep.
I don't show myself in Sirenscape anymore.
Just a moment. I do this attack on you. Total miss. Did you hear that wah, 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 wah? Did you hear it?
No.
Okay. You should close Sirenscape and relaunch it. Okay, remind me I forgot that we're playing in a new game, so all the things that I had removed from Sirenscape are all back in.
I hate that sound.
I know, we'll have to fix that. When you roll a 1 now, it's going wah, 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 wah. Phelan finally gets her move.
I'm getting back into. Okay, do you
That's
see
fine.
me now in Sirenscape? I see me in Sirenscape.
Oh, let me check Sirenscape. Yeah. Did it show you connecting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do music.
I hear it.
Do you hear it? Okay.
Yeah, I hear it now.
Okay, my turn?
Yep.
I'm going to do something really different. It's let me see, 30-foot cone over the ones that are in the corner.
What's the spell?
Fear.
Fear against constructs.
I don't. know, what does it say?
It's an interesting idea, but you're worried because these things, they didn't bleed. Dust came out of their necks. These are not like alive.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But it was a great idea. But you worry about whether it would actually work.
In that case, let me take. This is a 20-foot radius sphere.
You know how to draw it?
Not really.
Right click on the map.
Yeah.
The little angled arrow, if you hover over it, it says pointers.
Got it. Circle.
Take a circle, drag where at the beginning, and that's okay because you can move it after you draw it out until